Hey everyone, Ciarán here from D24 Church and welcome to day 15 of our 21 days of prayer and fasting. 6 days to go and I hope this finds you well. The thought that I have for today is on connection. Connection joins two things together and it's for a purpose, and so when things are connected together something happens. For example, you connect a dead phone to a charger, it powers it up and suddenly the phone becomes useful. The dead phone on its own has no real use, it has no real value, it has no real meaning, but power it up, connect it to a charger and suddenly it becomes useful. The same is true for one of those old trains. The carriage left on its own on the track, disconnected from the main train, it has no use, it has no value, but when it's connected to the main train, it suddenly becomes useful. And if you and I want something to happen in our lives, if you and I want our lives to have meaning, purpose and value, then we've got to get connected. And prayer is what connects us to the right source. Prayer connects us to God, and when prayer connects us to God, God is able to do immeasurably more all that we ask, think or imagine. I have a short reading from Acts 10. I'm just going to get straight into it. Acts 10 from verse 1, and it says this: In Caesarea there lived a Roman army officer named Cornelius. He was a devout, God-fearing man, as was everyone in his household. He gave generously to the poor and prayed regularly to God. One afternoon about 3 o'clock he had a vision which he saw an angel of God coming towards him. The angel said to him, Your prayers and gifts to the poor have been received by God as an offering. Now send some men to Joppa and summon a man named Simon Peter. He is staying with Simon, a tanner who lives near the seashore. God knows what this man Cornelius needs, but Cornelius doesn't know it, and God knows who he needs to connect him to in order for Cornelius to get what he needs. And wherever you are right now, God knows how to get you where you need to be. And to get what you need from God, we've first of all got to be connected to God. Verse 9 says this: The next day, as Cornelius' messengers were nearing the town, Peter went up on the flat roof to pray, and it was about noon, and he was hungry. But while a meal was being prepared, he fell into a trance, and he had a vision from God. Verse 19 says, Meanwhile, as Peter was puzzling over the vision, notice this now what it says: The Holy Spirit said to him, 3 men have come looking for you. Get up, go downstairs, and go with them without hesitation. Don't worry, for I have sent them. Notice what happens here between the 2 men as we are praying. God spoke to them both, and from their prayers, God connected them both together. And I want to encourage you today that when you and I make a regular habit of prayer and factor it into our daily routine, God will make something happen in your life and in my life. He will speak to us, He will guide us, and He will direct us to the right people that will help us and enable us to get to where we need to go. So be encouraged today. Make it a habit to pray regularly. Not just when you're doing your 21 days of prayer and fasting. Make a habit to pray regularly. God is able to speak to you. God is able to get connected to you, and God is able to bring you to where you need to go. So be encouraged this day. Stay connected to God, for He's got great things in store for you.